Yo, we gotta talk about this, man. This is crazy, man. This whole situation between Lawsuit Jerry and Bill Cabins. I really wasn't following the whole back and forth thing, but it seems like it spilled over into multiple other channels. So we got BSC TV, we got Flyuchi, and look at this right here, the comment section. So this is Mookie right here. This is his channel live on the air TV. Pay attention to that because you also see it on Bill Cabins' channel. So it seemed like something was going on between Bill Cabins and Lawsuit Jerry about this whole chain, but it just spilled all over the place now. It's all over the place. And then I was listening to so Mookie was on this live stream with Flyuchi. I guess they were reacting to Lawsuit Jerry's video about the chain. And I guess that was the whole commotion back and forth between him and Bill Cabins. But somehow, CJ on 32's got dragged right into it too, right? So we're going to play this part right here. I'm going to jump around a little bit. Let's check out this part right here. She talks a little bit about CJ on 32's is a lifestyle and why she lost credit for CJ on 32's. Let's check this part out.
You know what I'm saying? Because he would take that video of yours and flip it, and then he'd think he's your friend, but he's not. You got to watch out for the sneaky ones. You know, but just like I always said, if you ever want a 32 game change, man, you got one. You know what I'm saying?
So this is a Lawsuit Jerry's video. I know you guys can't see anything on the screen, right? This is actually BSC TV's live stream. But what's playing is Flyuchi and Mookie's live stream, and they're reacting to Lawsuit Jerry's video. But you'll hear the commentary in just a sec. They're just listening to Lawsuit Jerry talking about this chain. I honestly was not following the whole back and forth thing. It seems like this is probably like 10 videos deep now. So I'm not really keeping up with the whole chain thing.
Because I got mines here, you know what I'm saying? I made mine homemade, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I got it. See what I'm saying? So, hey. Wait a minute now. Hey, look.
This dude, Jerry done took the keychain. Like, Jerry, he should have never sold that chain. He should have never sold that chain. Ain't no sense, man. You sold that chain. Like, the way you, yeah.
Well, I want to say this, you know, and I'm going to be my...
So this is Flyuchi or HEIDI, and the one that was talking before was Mookie, right? That's the comment I showed you guys earlier, live on the air TV. I think that's his channel name. So he's cool with Bill Cabins. I mean, technically they're both cool with Bill Cabins, but I'm not even gonna say anything. Let's listen to this part right here, man.
Hold on, Lawsuit Jerry, because I haven't heard him talking shit about me, even though I know he picked sides. He picked that big fat bitch Michael over there. But
Yeah.
but I see it's because he wants some YNs, some loose YNs.
So she's talking about BSC TV with her comment. She's referring to BSC TV. Like, this whole thing done spilled over all over the place now.
To help him in these streets with these other Negroes. So I get it.
Bill Cabins.
Yeah, I'm gonna be careful. I'm gonna try my best to watch my tongue and not drag his ass. But I do want to say that they all be kissing CJ on 32's ass like he's some type of fucking celebrity. He's not. When that motherfucker house got kicked in and I seen the way he had his baby mama living in that raggedy ass piece of shit ass house, I lost all respect for that motherfucker. You run around with all these cars, he's just another nigga that came.
So mind you, right? Mind you that they're reacting to Lawsuit Jerry's video, but this is really geared towards CJ on 32's, right? Because, I mean, I get what she's saying, right? Like, everybody's trying to kiss CJ on 32's ass and all that. Like, I get what she's trying to say. I don't think everybody's doing that. There might be a few people doing it. You guys know who's really doing it. And I think CJ on 32's knows who's doing that too, like who's kissing his ass. We know there's a few guys, trying to get this chain right. Honestly, I don't keep up with that chain, that goofy shit. That whole back and forth, I kind of stayed out of it. But I seen a bunch of comments. They're like, you got to go check out Flyuchi. She went off on CJ on 32's, and it gets even more interesting. But let me play. I don't want to interrupt what she had to say. Hold on.
Where he had his baby mama living in that raggedy ass piece of shit ass house, I lost all respect for that motherfucker. You run around with all these cars. He's just another nigga that came out of prison that know how to hustle, but he ain't no smart nigga. You had your bitch in that piece of shit ass house. That motherfucker didn't have to do nothing to kick that door in. Luckily, that girl was able to aim and shoot and protect her and that baby in that closet. But I think 32 is not really a bossed up ass nigga. I used to think so, but I think he's selfish. So my thing is,
we know CJ's got money, right? But a lot of it, and a lot of these other guys too, a lot of it is funded by the raffles. Like the raffles, the giveaways, the waffles, whatever you guys want to call it. That's really what's funding the channels. Now, CJ did have some of the cars before he started the whole waffle, raffle, all that stuff, all these giveaways. He did have, I think he had the white Huracan, and he might have had the yellow Aventador, the Pirelli edition one. I think he might have had that one. I'm not sure, before he started the raffles. But ever since the raffles came into play, that's really what's been funding the whole channel. So that is true. And I think that's why he stayed in that house. But, in Texas, he has another house. I don't know if Brittany lives in that house or whatever.
why they all kiss his ass. Who the fuck? I would sell that fucking chain too. How the fuck you can't eat, but you walking around with a nigga chain on you that ain't doing shit for you? You ain't working in this business. You're not getting no checks. He ain't cutting you no check every 2 weeks. Fuck him.
So Flyuchi is saying that all these dudes wearing CJ on 32's chain got a right to sell that. I do agree with her on that. Like, I don't agree. And it's not even just CJ on 30. I don't agree with any rappers do this kind of shit too, right? Like, y'all remember Kamakat was wearing some chain that belonged to a rapper? Like, if you wearing somebody's brand on your neck, that looks like, I used to say that shit was like a dog chain, right? They're all dog chained up. Like, that's not, if you a man and you wearing another man's brand on your neck, you might as well let them pee on your face. Like, that's just the way I see it, right? Now, there's been a lot of fugazi shit around this chain shit, right? Like, Stunner Reese was actually the first one that lost it, right? And it just didn't make no sense. How can you lose? Why would you lose that chain out of all the other chains, right? But it just makes me think that Stunner Reese probably sold that chain, right? He probably didn't want to be dog chained up, and he sold it himself. But as far as like the money and shit, like, I don't think people are kissing his ass. There might be like one, maybe two people trying to kiss his ass, trying to get his attention or whatever. But none of Jerry might be trying to kiss his ass. But now he's not trying to kiss it. He don't even know really if he want to kiss his ass one day or not, because it seems like he changes his mind all the time.
Find that shit. If you need to eat, go eat. Now, do I believe Jerry when he say he spent the money on his child? No, I don't believe that story. But I do feel like, fuck that nigga. That nigga ain't Michael Jackson. That nigga ain't Robert De Niro. He's CJ on 32 who got his fucking door kicked in because it was a raggedy ass piece of shit ass house. Why that girl wasn't in no mini mansion? She could have at least been a $250,000, $500,000 home for rent.
But then again, she chose that life. Like, I'm not like, I might not agree with everything CJ on 32's does, but that girl, she's the one that agreed, right, to open her legs for CJ on 32's, right, to ram up in that thing, right. She chose that lifestyle, so I can't really even blame him for it, right? Maybe that's just the way he wants to live. He wants to live like that. I know a lot of people that got small houses and they got exotic cars. Like, there's a bunch of people that live. There's people that live in apartments and got exotic cars. That's just the way they want to go about their life. It's really up to her why she went into that lifestyle, right? Like, I feel like people just try to point the finger at him, but some of these girls around, they chose that shit. They chose this lifestyle. So it's really their fault. I mean, everything has a cost.
Or something. You had that bitch in a house that a baby could have kicked in. And that's when I realized he really wasn't the nigga that he say he is. He ain't the nigga he claimed to be. And then he want to come renovate the house post robbery. Nigga, fuck that. Sell that shit and move on. It was just pathetic to me. Anyways, I digress. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got CJ on 32's got all them cars. You really got $1 million worth in cars. Like, you could have definitely bought a bigger ass house for that. And then you out here sending handicap all this money, $100 and shit like that. You could have gave that to Lawsuit Jerry. That's why he had to pawn that chain.
So this is Mookie right here. This is the same guy under Bill Cabin's comment section. So that's why I'm saying, like, there's a bunch of guys that might look like they're allies with certain people, right? But it's like they kind of like, see, this is the one thing I don't like about people, right? Either you're gonna play defense or offense. You can't play both sides, right? And there's a bunch of people out here that are playing both defense and offense. You got to pick one side and stick to it. Because when you in the middle trying to play both sides, you look real fishy, right? That's when things look real suspicious. And that's, I think, what's going on here. Some people try to make it look like they neutral and they playing both sides and they look like fools. And I think CJ knows, like, a bunch of these people that are trying to play both sides, because it's like they can't be trusted at this point. Because you playing both sides, that's like a snitch.
Because I mean, even though Jerry, he asked you for some money, you feel like Jerry got to work for detailing the cars with Jessica and all that, but like, you could have threw Jerry a couple of bucks, like, here, Jerry.
Exactly. Jerry work hard.
But he don't need Jerry. That's the thing, though. They don't need Jerry. So if CJ's trying to help him out with a few dollars, that's really just, if that's what he want to do, he don't need to help no damn Jerry. He don't need to help Marty Marr. These are men. Men. They should be getting that shit on their own. We're going to have to make another part to this, man. This shit is getting crazy now. So make sure you guys, let me know what you guys think about this so far.